What's up, everybody? I'm Allie Burns from Picks and Parlays. This is Detroit Lenny, and you're watching Morning Wood. My bracelets are tangled, and it's driving me insane right now.
Oh, my God. What are we going to
know.
do?
The things I go through.
This is why we were late, folks.
Yeah, bracelets. Everybody like and subscribe. Ring that bell for notifications. We're on day 2 of the last Woody standing competition. A bunch of you stayed in. I stayed in. I was very happy about that. We've still got 4 in from last week. 5?
Yeah, Jim Bob, Joan, J-Rock, Lex, and Silky.
Woo! Let's go. We got some big, heavy hitters in there.
2 weeks in a row, first day exit for me.
I know, huh?
I don't. It's been a rough weekend at Handicapper 10. I'm just, it is what it is. It is what it is.
I was 1-1 in the HC, and I made it through. Knew I had a feeling about those athletics. Okay, so before we get this party started, BetMGM's our official sponsor. So download the BetMGM app onto your phone and then use the promo code MORNING. It's going to give you up to $1,000 in a risk-free first bet. We do have a special guest today. Cam Ross is going to come on and talk some Steelers. Lenny is going to talk a little Lions. We're going to do some analysis.
Shit, I forgot about
that. It's easy stuff. Just let me know.
Yeah. Lions, they're awesome. Next.
They kick ass. What's good, Rye Cape? How you doing? Hey, Rickett, how are you? Red Sox on the money line for EJ. EJ the DJ.
Hey, quick PSA, a little public service announcement. If you guys are playing a doubleheader, make sure you say game 1 or game 2.
Yeah.
Some of y'all got away with some stuff yesterday. Saying.
3 of you did.
Mm-hmm. So let's just clarify, because Lenny's not a mind reader, and Allie doesn't really give a shit. Okay, so I'm just telling you right now.
I have other things going on.
She had pizza from 7-Eleven, so her tummy's upset.
My stomach hurts so bad. I want to barf. Ryan Gibbons. I got 2 new Mickey Mouse shirts. I'm so excited to show you. This is who I'm going to Cedar Point with on Saturday. Yeah, he's my best friend. Escher's middle name is Ryan for Ryan Gibbons. That's how close we are. I got 2 new Mickey Mouse shirts, though, Ryan. I'm excited to show you. Silky Man, old last Woody, you're going to take the Astros. Astros let some of us down yesterday. They certainly did that. Red Sox are going against the Pirates. The line is kind of moving in the way of the Pirates there with Pivetta and Keller on the mound.
I have zero baseball knowledge in me right now.
I just want to barf. That's just really where I'm at. It's just I could barf multiple times. Okay, so Astros are still at the White Sox. We've got Verlander and one Mr. Dylan Cease on the bump. All right, that's what Silky's going with. Cousin Cam. You'll take the Cubs first 5 innings minus half a run for J-Miz. All right. Best way to spend the middle of a Tuesday is at the Max Wagers Network. Also, bye, actually. What? Bye? You're leaving or you're on a bye? Is it your week off? White Sox money line for Carlos Cortez. He's fading Verlander. He ain't having it. D-slap. Oh, I just threw up in my mouth a little bit. That's cool.
That's fair.
Marlins Phillies on a money line parlay today is what he's going to go with. What are the Marlins up to that I don't know about?
Interesting.
Yeah. They've got Cabrera up against Manea. I just don't mess with them. I need you to hit balls for me to be able to make bets on you. I need you to score runs and stuff. I know. Last Woody standing, day 2. What? I have no idea what I'm going to pick today. What's up, Tim? You're going to go with the Brewers on the money line?
All you got to do is lose on day 1, and then you don't have to worry about what you got to pick on Tuesday.
Yeah. I thought, do the Rovers play? It is a Tuesday.
It is a Tuesday. Go wait for Michael. Oh, here he is right here. Next comment. Michael.
Rovers? No Rovers? What are we doing? I mean, he would be on the Rovers if I
he
feel
would
like
be.
Play him.
So
give me the info, Michael. Let me know.
Yeah.
Hi, Alex L. Braves over 8.5. I like that. Don't think I don't. Those Braves bats are intense right now.
Well, think about time. I didn't give a Cam bunch of crap about the Braves. The Braves suck.
No, they don't.
That's all I'm saying. They're not even gonna make the playoffs.
Oh God, don't start. Everyone's grumpy today.
I don't think they. I just think. I think Philly could take them in the standings.
Well, Philly's 7 games behind them. And Braves are on a 7-game win streak right now. That was a big reason I didn't want to mess with that Mets game yesterday. All I wanted to do was watch it, and I didn't even get to do that.
I caught up on Better. I had like 3-4 episodes of Better Call Saul to watch.
Oh, yeah.
Before the season finale last night. Hashtag. You know why? That's probably why I'm in a bad mood. Hashtag disappointed.
Okay, don't ruin anything for me.
I won't say anything.
Josh will come for you.
Yeah, just disappointed in how the whole. I actually disappointed the whole last season.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not a big flashback fan, and and all that.
You tell me. I told y'all too. I'm having a really hard time getting through season 3. I'm not sure what it is. If I just like over binged and now I'm kind of like not interested, or
what's season 3? What's he doing right now?
He got the law firm with Kim.
Oh, okay. So did his brother? What's up with his?
He's in jail. His brother put him in jail. Then he got out, I believe, and Gus is around now. Gus and Mike are hanging out and talking about Hector. I call him Hector Salamander because I can't ever say his last name.
Salamanca.
Yeah, Salamander, exactly.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you still got. It's about to spice up a little bit because there's some people. Salamanca's still around now. From Breaking Bad, you remember him? He's the guy in the wheelchair.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah, in the stroke or whatever.
Both you and Josh like have to dumb shit down for me. Like I
John Madden everything.
Nietzsche. I read Nietzsche, motherfuckers. I read Machiavelli. Okay, I understand what's happening in Better Call Saul. I got this.
I like gnocchi. This is soup, right?
I love gnocchi.
Gnocchi.
Little potato.
I did it all for the gnocchi. The gnocchi. And you could get that soup down the street.
Mets are 31-9 after a loss this year. All right, well, awesome for them. Braves are on a 7-game win streak, and I'm not going to stand in front of them. Also, I like the Braves better. It's old. Check out Bad Blood on Netflix. Did you ever watch Life with Damien Riley? I really like that Life show. He was a cop who got wrongfully imprisoned for 12 years, and he finds Zen Buddhism, and then he gets out and he gets to be a cop again. And it's a really, really good show. But I'm going to rewatch that. That was from like years and years ago.
Life. Remember Life, the movie?
No, because I was not into that. That was too goofy for me.
No, it's hilarious. Every great comedian ever was in there. Bernie Mac. All those guys. That was a good movie.
Too goofy.
I got no nerfies.
Mariners. You got no what?
I got no nerfies. I've looked at 0 baseball in 2 days. I'll be honest with you. I've been ridiculously busy with stuff, and I got my mother-in-law's funeral thing coming up, and I got dental surgery, and I mean, take the Tigers and whoever they're playing in a nerfie. They can't hit the ball if you put it on a freaking tee.
The Marlins in a nerfie. Marlins, Padres nerfie. Neither one of them hit the ball either.
Right.
Oh, but that was really juicy yesterday.
Verlander and Cease, they're on the mound together. That's a nerfie.
That's
waiting to happen
too.
Probably.
Excuse me. Oh no. Oh, Cama's here. Camalama. What's happening?
What's going on?
Oh, not a lot of. We're grumpy.
I can hear it. Glad to be here. I was gonna think the turkey that Lenny just said.
What, Astros?
Yeah, the Cease, Verlander. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just it depends on where I can get it. I mean, it's probably stupid juicy, but I do need to put in handicap 10 picks, so it's probably a good thing to do, Lenny. Probably.
I have no idea what it is.
I'm looking it up right now.
All right. Here's Cam. So Cam, I brought you in today to talk a little bit about the Steelers and what was going on with them in the preseason. Now, unlike the 2 teams we talked about yesterday we went over the Bengals and the Cowboys. Those are 2 teams that have they've got their starting quarterback. They know what's up. We're kind of just watching backups run at this point and seeing who does what. But the Steelers are in a different situation as they have three guys that are kind of fighting for that top spot in Mitch Trubinsky, Mason Rudolph, and the new draft guy, the new rookie Kenny Pickett from Penn State.
From who?
Isn't he from Penn State? Is that where Kenny Pickett was from?
I'll be right back.
Pittsburgh.
Pitt. Okay, I was close. I was in the state.
Yeah.
So what was your takeaway from that competition? Basically, they beat the Seahawks. We saw that go down. It happened late. Give me your breakdown a little bit here.
Yeah, I will admit in years past I haven't really been so crazy into the preseason, but I guess baseball just has been, it's fun, and I still watch baseball all the time, But I watched a lot of preseason football over the weekend, and I actually gave out several plays for the preseason football, and we went 3-1, I think.
Nice.
Yeah, and it sucks because the one that we lost was the Giants, and they kicked a field goal as time expired to win by 2, and we had them 2 in the hook. And this was after they gave up a fluke touchdown late in the fourth quarter. A Giants defender wasn't even looking, and the ball came right over his head in the end zone. Wasn't even looking. So I'm sure I would imagine he's not on the team anymore.
Well,
but I've really enjoyed preseason football thus far. It's really exciting to see football and to have football. But as far as the Steelers game, that was one of my picks. I had the Steelers. I don't even remember what they were. -4, -4.5, something like that. Let me see, what was it? It was it's -2 on there. Well, no, it was. I had a -3, and they went for it late in the fourth. Didn't get it. Pickett got sacked, so it got blown up, and then the Steelers got a strip sack the very next play and took the ball back, and they were driving. This was 45 yards from the end zone, so I was thinking, okay, you know what? We're gonna push. We're gonna push. But it was very clear that Kenny Pickett didn't want the push. Kenny Pickett wanted to throw the ball as much as he could. He wanted to look good.
Right.
And, he ended up throwing the touchdown pass there
24
late.
yards, yeah.
Yeah. And Tyler Vaughn,
Mm-hmm.
he caught the pass and broke the tackle and got in. So, that covered for us. But to answer your question, I think right now this is probably Mitchell Trubisky's team.
Mm-hmm.
And that is just going, he had the worst stats of all the quarterbacks in this game. All three quarterbacks threw a touchdown pass. Kenny Pickett threw 2. So that's
Hey-o.
Yeah, right. So all three quarterbacks, found the end zone. But Trubisky, he only threw 7 passes. He wasn't in the game for long. He 4 for 7 for 63 yards and a score. And, with the preseason, most of the time, the guy who they're going to go with in that first game sees the least amount of time, because they're protecting him and, they don't want him in there. As preseason goes on, the starters are going to see more of the field. So that last week of the preseason, that's when we're going to get more realistic lines. Because a lot of starters and a lot of 1s and a lot of 2s are going to play the first half, maybe even into the third quarter, just to get a feel for it. Because that last preseason game, depending on what day you play to open the year, you're 4 or 5 days from the show, from the real thing. So A lot of guys are gonna get it going. But I would imagine right now this is Trubisky's team. Mason Rudolph, to me, looked the worst out of the 3 quarterbacks, and Kenny Pickett is super hungry, and that crowd was all about him.
Kenny Pickett got sacked 2 for 17 on sacks. They were really coming after him. Rudolph got 1 for 10, and Trubinsky got 0. What does that does that tell us anything? I'm still like kind of learning football on a deeper level. Like I get where the ball goes and how it gets there and what you score, but I'm not super in depth because I didn't play football ever, believe it or not. I know.
Right.
So what does something like that tell you? If Pickett's got 2 for 17, if they tried to sack him 17 times, is that talking about the O-line or him?
Well, the one sack that he got is really hard to gauge because he got sacked on 4th down because they blew up the line and he was running around. Like he ran back and was running around trying to avoid it, trying to keep the play alive. That's how he lost so many yards on the one sack. But no, it's on the line. I would say it's more so on the line, but also it's not really. Kenny Pickett wasn't playing with the ones,
right?
So that's like tomato. The one where he lost a bunch of yards, it was a recipe of both. The line got blown up, but he also turned around and ran because he was running, like full throttle running, trying to keep the play alive because it was 4th down, trying to keep it alive, trying to do what he can do, trying to get a look, and he just got run down. So that's kind of a double-edged sword, but the line was an issue for some of those because, the offensive line, they're trying to block, but whether you're a 1st string, 2nd string, 3rd string defender, you're trying to get in there because you want to be seen. So, they're coming full throttle. And he looked good, though. He did look good. And I think he's an NFL quarterback. And I'm not sold on Mitch. I've never really been sold on Mitch.
Yeah, me neither. He's not my guy. And I like Mason, but it just seems like he gets hit in the head a lot. It's like football players have a real issue with Mason Rudolph's head, and I'm not sure why, but.
And Mason, to me, like Mason Rudolph, he's an NFL quarterback. He's going to stay an NFL quarterback. He may end up being one of those guys who makes a crap ton of money as a backup. Smart enough to run the other team's offenses for the defense. He's going to be in the league, but I just think Mason Rudolph has a ceiling that he hasn't been able to break through. A couple years ago when Ben was hurt, he got to play all those games. He didn't do anything amazing. He can't really run. He's not really mobile. His arm is okay. Kenny can run. Kenny can really run.
Yeah.
And I think Trubisky is going to be the starter. But I agree right here. I don't know if it'll be the bye, but I do agree here. I do think if Trubisky is pulled, Pickett will make the jump.
Okay. So Rudolph just hangs out backstage until something horrific happens and we need you.
I think Pickett will make the jump.
How about
because he's for sure a fan favorite because in the game, they were chanting for him, but there were so many gold jerseys.
Right.
Pittsburgh jerseys, not black and yellow jerseys. There was so many. And I know they're in Pittsburgh, so they're going to have but they were on board with Kenny. And if the season's gone to crap, let the Rook play.
Yeah.
Let the Rook play. Let him.
I don't think that season's going to crap.
I don't either.
I think they're.
Well, Silky Man seems to think so. I think they're very well coached. I mean, they've got options. He
just hates the Steelers.
He's from Pittsburgh. He can't hate the Steelers. It's his team.
Yeah, he can. All those quarterbacks are not. Mitch Trubisky got a bad rap in Chicago and has an opportunity, I think, to really do some stuff. But I think the cream will rise to the top, and Kenny Pickett will take over that team. Mason Rudolph shouldn't even be a backup in any team. He is a boss.
That's what I was just saying. I think Mason Rudolph is going to make his money. I think Mason Rudolph probably be in the league for like 8 more years as a backup who runs other teams' offenses for the defense.
Yeah, 100%.
I get that.
Kenny
Pickett, hey, it's not a bad gig.
He's a gamer.
No. You make 40, 50 million, for 10 years to go just right around the country, be in the league. Deal.
They're not your damn team. You're a Brady. Oh, gross. Aren't you from Pittsburgh? You, what is it called? Bandwagoner?
Weirdo.
We hired a new girl, guys. By the way, we hired a new hostess here at Picks and Parlays. She's going to start on Friday. You'll get to meet her on the Power Hour. She's a Pittsburgh girl. She does sidelines at the Penn State games and does some stuff for the Penguins and whatnot. And we're really, really excited to have Hannah. Hannah Mears is her name. She'll be on. You'll get to meet her on Friday. I'm excited. There's another girl. Finally, someone I can bitch to about all you two.
About all you two?
I'm sure she can't wait.
She's thrilled. We're best friends.
Yeah,
Best friends for life already.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm sure that's exactly what she's looking forward to.
Tampa Bay. That's gross. You're gonna have a rough year. That's what I think. I stayed 10 minutes away from the stadium. I never root the Steelers. All right. Yins. Yeah. What are Yins doing? PSU fans are the worst.
Facts.
Ooh.
They kind of are shitty people as a whole.
But he was a Pitt guy, you said.
Yeah.
All right.
I like Kenny Pickett. They gave him a lot of trouble. They gave him a lot of slack coming out of the league or coming into the league because, he's got small hands and all that stuff. But then he went on, he made a whole video. He's got some weird, the way his finger hyper flexes or whatever. He can actually grip the ball. He's got like the smallest hands in the NFL.
Yeah, he wears two gloves. They made like a whole thing about it, like how he wears two gloves.
Yeah. That's a thing, man.
I've got to look into this now.
Oh, if you want to go in the NFL, they'll measure your toes, fingers. They measure everything. Yeah. Everything. How? Because bigger the hand, you can grip the ball better. And small hands, small grip, less accuracy, more fumbles. Also,
slippery. Under center.
Yeah, right.
Also understanding the shotgun.
It's crazy. It's a science now. It's not just, it's not like, hey, that guy can ball up. Yeah, but can he
man created the Eiffel Tower with metal and brawn. It's science, really. Steelers fans loved Connor at first. See how that turned out. I liked Cordell Stewart at first.
Cordell Stewart was so fun to watch. And the bus.
The bus is the bus. I mean, let's go.
Jerome Bettis.
Let's go. Yeah.
Detroit native. Don't talk shit about bus.
No, I love the bus. It made no sense that offensive tackle could run like that.
And didn't he get to finish his career in Detroit? Didn't he?
No.
Like he played his last game there?
No. He played a Super Bowl in Detroit.
In Detroit, yeah.
The Pittsburgh Super Bowl that they won was at Ford Field.
Yeah, it was in Detroit.
But wasn't that his last game? That's how I remember it.
He might have retired after the Super Bowl.
I feel like he did. That's what I meant. Not that he played for the Lions, but he played the last game of his career in Detroit. Yeah, I knew he wasn't a Lion. Who the hell would make that change? You go from being the Super Bowl winning Steelers to cruise over here to Slumtown. No, pass.
Listen, he's
I love Times Warren. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say Slumtown. I'm grumpy.
It's okay.
No, I love it.
Pile on. I ain't scared.
I was more talking about the football team, not the city.
You are right. It says right here, it says after the game, Bettis found his parents, and you could see him mouth the words, "We're going home."
Literally about 15 minutes down the road.
Get the car.
I got goosebumps.
I tried to weasel my way into that Super Bowl so much because I worked with his brother, and we worked at Quicken Loans together at the time. And I was like, we knew each other, we hung out together, whatever, like, after work functions type stuff. But we weren't like that. But when I knew Pittsburgh was coming here, man, I tried to buddy up to that dude. I was like, hey, man, lunch is on me, man. Whatever, this, that. I tried
you and the rest of the city of Detroit, for that matter.
I'm just saying. And I got into some parties downtown that I probably shouldn't have because of that. But that was as far as that went.
They rigged that Super Bowl in Detroit for the bus. Don't hate.
Man, you're such a hater, Silky.
You are.
All that negative energy is not going to get you past last Woody standing, and you're in it for $200.
So you're a Tom Brady fan. So your loyalty is not with the Patriots or the Bucks. You're just following this guy around wherever he goes with your nose up his butt.
Six-pound, big, regular white guy.
What's going to happen when he retires? Like, then what? So the Steelers are taking on the Jaguars. Jags are 0-2. They've looked pretty abysmal. They'll be playing at home. Well, the Steelers are on the road playing the Jags at home. We've got Steelers minus 3.5 in this one. The total, what is the total? It's got to be like 41 or something.
43.
43. There you go.
There's been a crap ton of overs hit.
I know. So do you think that's going to regress for
Right.
because like we all know statistically, historically, all that stuff, preseason is an under time of year. Preseason week 1 kind of said, hold my beer, watch what I can do. Do you think we're going to regress back to more unders, especially now that the totals are higher? Because last week we were going over 33s. Now you're asking us to go over 43s based on what we saw last week. How are you going to roll with that shift?
I'm not a big totals guy in the preseason. I'm more when I'm betting on the preseason, I bet on the total rosters because like the Jaguars, they haven't looked bad with their ones in, but when their ones come out, they're just shit, to say it nicely, and they just like they were up 13-0 against the Browns the other day, and I had the Browns as well, so it was pretty bummed. They were up 13-0 on the Browns in the first quarter, and they lost 24-13. When the ones come out, and Trevor hasn't looked great either. Like I'm not like Trevor's like, oh my God, Trevor Lawrence. Like he hasn't looked great either. But just the ones in general on both sides of the ball, they haven't looked bad. I think the Jaguars may be a little bit better than they have in the years past. But I'm not a big totals person. But the Jaguars, they have like 22 players on their team that can play NFL football.
On the 53-man roster.
Yes, 11 on offense. That's it. All the starters, and nobody else can play football.
Ooh.
Yeah. I think we see a lot of.
Well, are they hiring? Because I could use a side hustle if they need someone to go out there and through the thingy at the
you grow your hair a little longer. You could hit J.K. Odorizzi's fastball. You could be Sunshine for a Jacksonville quarterback.
I could.
But no, I think like what Lenny just said. I think the over or the totals are going to start seeing the unders because I would imagine coordinators, even with the not starters they have, they're going to adjust. But also, like I said earlier, as we get deeper and deeper into the preseason, the ones are going to play longer and play more.
Yeah, I think this week though, the ones don't play much, same as last week. And then next week, I think, is when we see more ones. So this week, I think we actually, in some teams, might see less ones. So I'm going to, like on my teasers, I'll be teasing them under. But I'll be taking 42, 41s to 47, 46. You know what I mean? Something like that. So under that way. I'll go that way. I mean, I did really well on preseason teasers this week.
Hold on.
A couple
about
3-teamers.
While you're talking about teasers, let me pull this up that I sent my friend so I can.
Don Play, the money is going towards the under. Sorry, he keeps asking this question. The money and the tickets are going towards the under. It opened at a 9, now it's at an 8.5. We got 76% of the money is on under and 55% of the tickets. So I would lean that way for sure. I don't like Betta or Keller. I don't like either one of them. I would lean actually more towards the Pirates than I would the Red Sox here. Can't exactly tell you why, but it's just the way I'm rolling with it.
Also, Don Play, you asked about college football. We actually, on the Power Hour up at 3 o'clock Eastern with Allie Burns today, you will see 3 college football games. I think we cover college football, couple college football
Seahawks
games. Seahawks, we do, we do a couple NFL. We have some college football to cover today and some Canadian football, all wrapped into one. There's like 6 different plays going on today. Today's a big day in Power Hour.
I'm not ready.
Well, you better get some ready in you. I don't know.
Lenny, this past week in preseason football, there were 560 combinations if you did a 10-point teaser over.
Mm-hmm.
And they went 560-0.
Oh, I did. I'm telling you right now, we made car payments this weekend on preseason football, and I don't bet preseason football that much, but I bet some overs.
I started, and I will.
I just took the Raiders, and I was good.
I will say that guy Craig Trapp was like, "Hey, let's get some preseason football going," and
right,
my man.
Well, I'll give him credit. I'll also give Sean Higgs credit. They both kind of, we do so much shows together and talk together as a group that they kind of talked me into betting more preseason that I normally don't. If you'd asked me last year, I was like anti-preseason. I'm like, don't waste your money. Don't do it. Just wait and see. Like, let's just collect data. And then they both told me, like, there's some spots. There's certain situations.
Well, there's two things I'm so tired of hearing. One is the term dog days of summer. Everybody. Well, it's the dog day. Is it? Is that what we're doing? Because the 8 Handicappers I interviewed before you all said the same thing. And the other thing is that preseason doesn't matter. I feel like preseason does matter, though. Like at the end of the day, you're getting to see your teams vibe together. You're kind of getting to see or like get a feel for their energy and how they work together. In some cases, we're going to find out who a starting quarterback is. Right. In some cases, we're finding out that if your starting quarterback goes down, you're effed for the whole rest of the season. Right. So I mean, there's a lot to be learned. I'm not saying you have to like go all in. And granted, it doesn't matter for the regular season, but just to get like an initial feel for your team.
The win-loss record doesn't really matter like that. But the chemistry, the schemes, the way they're lining up and the penalties, like teams that had penalty issues last year. Yeah. Guess what? Had penalty issues this week or like last week.
Cowboys were bad.
It was a guy. It was like an
Cowboys. Penalty.
Cowboys. Yes, he had like
Cowboys
holdings last year, and
he had 19 penalties in that game yesterday.
Yeah. So those are teams that you gotta stockpile. You got to stockpile that info. So when they go into regular season games and there's a big game, big situations, sloppy football equals penalties. And, penalties equals losses at the end of the day. I mean, you don't see teams that are really heavily penalized and winning ball games. Not too often, anyway.
To me,
high banana grapes. Sorry,
that's exactly what Ali said. To me, like how you said that they've told you guys that there's spots. The teams who don't know who the quarterback is, like Pittsburgh, for sure. Carolina, for sure. And even
what about Seattle?
Seattle, yeah, but see, like the Ravens, I don't think they've ever lost a preseason game.
So that's
21-0.
That's a spot. Cleveland right now with the whole Deshaun Watson thing, they're trying to figure out their backup. But what's the Cleveland Browns coach? What's his name? Lenny.
No clue.
Anyway, he plays and coaches the preseason to win.
Oh yeah.
He doesn't.
There's certain coaches that play to win that game. Belichick.
And
Belichick plays to win.
Stefanski.
Yeah, they play to win. Like these teams that don't know who their quarterback is. Somebody like the Raiders who have like 4 real deal NFL running backs. Coaches that play to win. These are the spots. Of course, just like the regular season, don't bet on all these games, but there are spots.
There's certain teams too, like Sean McVay plays to win in the regular in the preseason, but coming off a Super Bowl, you're going to see him lay up a little bit because he knows that team needs those extra rest. Then there's teams like my team, like the Lions. We need as many reps as we can get those number ones. So you're going to see the number ones for the Lions play more than you would another team because they need all those reps.
And see,
Atlanta. I mean, they played Atlanta last week and they lost, but that was a game. I mean, that I had the over, went over. I had the Lions plus points on a teaser. It worked for me. Okay.
But see, like the Panthers, they have a real deal quarterback issue with Sam and Baker. But see, you can't gauge a quarterback competition if it's me and Lenny trying to be the quarterback. If I'm playing with all the ones and Lenny's
first of all, I win.
Okay,
I'm more athletic.
Yeah, and if Lenny's playing with all the 2s, that's not fair. You're gonna have to let me go with the ones, and you're gonna have to let Lenny go with the ones. So that's 2 series with the ones.
Right.
So that at worst that should be 6 points, but realistically that could be 14 points.
It's like an audition, basically. You go in, you play with first string. Now you go in, you play with first string, and it's chemistry too. a lot of these wide receivers too, you know, you want to build that chemistry. The more reps, the more balls, the more reps. It's all about the reps.
Someone
You
said
know?
balls.
Yeah, balls.
Sorry.
You know, but on the flip side of that, there's a fine line because you can't go out there and run somebody ragged, or God forbid, you know, knock on wood, whatever, you don't pull a Zach Wilson and get hurt. Now, luckily, he's only out a couple weeks and not a year, you know, or something like that. You've seen that happen. Guy go out in training camp or a preseason game, blow out his knee, and then now all of a sudden he's out for the rest of the year. Man, that'll set an organization back years.
Yeah.
Not
like Drake
multiple.
London for the Falcons.
Yes.
But he's not hurt. Drake London was the Falcons receiver. They took it 8, Allie, and he went down. He got hurt against the Lions. But
okay. I'm actually on that game right now. I just haven't got to that part.
They've announced that he's hurt, but it's nothing wild.
Well, Zach Wilson, when he came off for the Jets, man, it looked bad. And like I know Jets front office, Jets fans, they all just like held their breath and said a little prayer to whoever they pray to. And you know, the MILF Hunter came out all right on the other side, but
I know the Bengals second string guy got a concussion. He got taken out and they went down to their third string.
The Bengals look like crap.
The Eagles?
Bengals.
Oh, the Bengals. Yeah, that was not a great look. We talked to Craig about that yesterday. Are the defenses instructed to go easier as to not hurt quarterbacks in the preseason, or is it still just a free-for-all?
I mean, I think the league is kind of getting even more strict if they could do that, because last year they were really strict on illegal contact, as they call it, whatever, but they're going to be even more strict this year. So we're probably going to see a lot of, as we'll call them as fans, bullshit penalties, but they're going to be really more strict on that. I mean, this is the first year. If you watched Hard Knocks last week, it's first year they're playing with the Guardian helmet on. It's a helmet, regular helmet, and then they have like this whole foam cone thing that goes onto the helmet. So if you're heavy contact, like the linemen, running backs, receivers, stuff like that, you know, you have to wear this Guardian padded helmet thing to stop it. It's supposed to reduce concussions like a 10%, which is a huge number. It might not seem a lot, but it is a huge number. So they're wearing those in training camp, this Guardian cap. And I know they're really trying to cut back on those. You know, obviously concussions is a big, big deal.
Yeah, it looks like a fucking cap.
Yeah, it looks basic. And some of the players and coaches and the Lions were making fun of it, but they're like, look, in all seriousness, I don't care what it looks like if it helps, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
So I think in preseason, eventually, we'll see this. We'll see these guys wearing this stuff. But we'll see. But I don't know.
I am all
as far as a defensive coordinator, hell no. If you're telling me it's the difference between me making a team and not making a team, I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna mess somebody up.
That's what I was gonna say. You know, like the defensive ones, they're just kind of coasting. You know, yeah, they've had some sacks, but like, you know, they're not going crazy. But like these bottom half of the 2s or the 3s, like the guys who have the undrafted guys, if they get a shot at the quarterback, they're head hunting.
Take it.
They're
they're gonna crush that dude.
Yeah, like they really
because they want to make a highlight film. They want to make the highlight reel. And because, God forbid, this might be their only chance to make Sports Center.
But see, also what a lot of people, you know, don't take into consideration in regards to the preseason. Like these guys that are undrafted, these guys that, you know, that they're 46, 47. You know, I know it's a 52-man roster, but you know, you got to be in the top 45 to really be secure. But these guys who get cut on like the final day, a lot of these guys go play for another team. Mm-hmm. So yeah, you're trying to make the Lions or the Falcons or the Raiders, but you still want to play really, really well. So when you don't make the Lions, Falcons, or the Raiders, the Dolphins or the Giants or the Patriots or the Eagles, they call. So yeah, of course they're head hunting.
So speaking of the Lions, Lenny, what's the Lions quarterback situation? What are we going through with them? Jared Goff, but Riley Patterson's your backup?
No, David Blau and Tim Boyle. Those are my
Okay.
guys.
Oh, Riley Patterson's the other guy, huh? On the Falcons.
I
I don't know.
don't know who that guy is.
Oh, he's a kicker. It's a field goal. Never mind. Sorry. I had my thing lined up and then I just started reading, but my finger had moved my thing off of what I thought I was going to be reading. So I'm on a different paragraph right now. But break it down for me. So tell me about the Lions quarterback situation for this season.
Well, Jared Goff's the guy. I mean, he's the clear-cut number one guy. I mean, he's the bridge till we get a younger guy. We're building around everywhere else, and then we're going to plug and play as needed. He's serviceable. I mean, he's not a bum, but he's Mitch Trubinsky, I would say. I mean, he'll have I think he could have a career year with Amon St. Brown. They got a hell of a backfield. First of all, start there. Running backs: DeAndre Swift, Jamal Williams. Arguably, I'm gonna tell you right now. I know people are gonna call me crazy, but top 10 1-2 punch in the backfield. So in the league, I think they could be. Their offensive line is strong. Been together a couple of years. Stay healthy. They're gonna be good. Jared Goff doesn't need to win us games. He just doesn't need to not lose us games. That's all he really is.
Right.
I mean, he went. Somebody from Apple's calling me. I mean, he went 3 for 4, 47 yards. Bang, boom, pow. They ran it in. The first drive, he played the first drive. And the first drive, they moved the ball very nicely. The offense is not the problem in Detroit. It's the defense. That defense is horrid. And that's why we drafted Aiden Hutchinson out of Michigan, that defensive end. That kid's going to be good. He's going to, I mean, I hope he's Joey Bosa-esque. Sure. But I think he's going to be very good. But after the defensive line, you have those people that they call the tacklers, those linebacker guys, and they suck. Our linebacking core is terrible. So if you get past that defensive front four, you're gone. So you're out. It's out the door. Our cornerback situation.
There's nothing back there.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. The corners are going to be we're going to see how the corners are young. So, but that's my take on the Lions. It's a wait and see. I'm very excited for tonight's Hard Knocks, because they will go over the Atlanta game, the going into it, what happened during that game, and coming out of it. So that's what we'll see tonight's Hard Knocks, is what they were trying to do going in the Atlanta game, what they wanted to do, what they accomplished, what they didn't accomplish. Because they were up in that game, and they were kind of manhandling Atlanta for a while until the fourth quarter, until certain situations, 2-minute drill with 2 minutes left before halftime, and then 2 minutes left in the whole game, and then they kind of got manhandled, and that just shows a lot about your defense. Your defense, that's your time to shine, is in the last 2 minutes of a game, is to stand up and get off the field, and the defense could not get off the field. And if your defense can't get off the field, like, it wasn't Atlanta had any big plays. They were just, 5 yards here, 8 yards here, 6 yards here, dunk, dink, dunk, run the ball here. They were nickel and diming and just wore out our defense. And if you can't get off the field,
even game, wasn't it? It was 3-3, 7-7. Like, I remember looking through the quarters, and you guys were tied up the entire thing. And then the last quarter, it was like 7-3 or something. It was a close one.
That was it. And we lost 27-23. I mean, up until then, it was each quarter 7-7, 10-10, 3-3. I mean, it was 17-17 at halftime. And I was happy with that. I knew at that point we were going to lose at halftime. I'm like, because if we didn't have a big enough lead, that's the thing with the Lions. Their offense, if you keep their offense off the field, you can destroy them. But if you keep letting them go at it, oh, man, y'all better watch out.
No, good. So
that's
you
why
guys
we backdoor cover.
You guys take on the Colts this Saturday. The Colts are 0-1. They lost at the Bills last week. How are you feeling about that matchup?
I want to see.
It's Detroit's the favorite, -1.5 there.
Yeah, I don't know why. I mean, I look to the Colts there. I mean, it depends. See, here's my problem. When I look at preseason, I look at the number. I just start looking at the twos. I just start looking at the number 2 guys. And for me, Nick Foles is a way better number 2 than the Lions number 2 and number 3. So if I'm going to see more of Nick Foles than David Blau, okay, David Blau, serviceable. He played some time when Matt Stafford went down, and then when Jared Goff went down a couple games. He has played. He can run. He's just inaccurate. His arm is not what you want his arm to be, but he can extend the play. Okay, so but Nick Foles, Naheem Hines, those guys are going to get more time, and I mean the Colts defense is legit. So
have you heard about this at all? The latest rumor circulating is the Lions are currently trading for quarterback Mason Rudolph for the Steelers.
That's a lie.
That's a damn lie, Daryl Turner.
Full-face lie.
That's
Stimmy's burner account. They don't want nothing to do with big fat Mason Rudolph. Mason Rudolph is not mobile. Doesn't have a great arm. Are you Googling stuff? Listen, why would they trade?
I am.
It's not a lie. He didn't make that up.
Why would they? Really, we're just hollering.
Trying to. Hey, Brian Cape, I think Nick Foles takes this team away from Matt Ryan by the end of the year.
Yeah, I'm not it's not a lie, bro.
I don't know why we would do that.
It's all
unless
over
it's
the
like
place
for
right now.
for draft picks and a backup because he's not starting. It's like
and that would that would actually be like crazy karma so fast. After 35 minutes ago, you said he's not even an NFL quarterback.
He's terrible. He's terrible. What's his name from the Cleveland Browns took Mason Rudolph's helmet off and beat his ass with his own helmet. So he's a bum. And for what he said to him reportedly about that fight, I don't want that guy a part of my organization. I don't.
Wow.
And I don't care if he had,
I don't know
Josh
if you
Allen's
get a
arm.
say in it though. Did they call you and ask
I get
you?
a say.
Okay. Sorry, I knew the answer to that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Have you thought about applying for the producer job at Hard Knocks? I'll put in a good reference for you. You're my producer. I can give you a letter of recommendation, but you can only do it 2 days a week because I need you for the other.
Well, it's 1 week. It's only 1 day a week. So
do you think it takes 1 day?
I can run through
to
that.
Produce a thing. Myles Garrett, what?
I film everything.
Who beat up Mason Rudolph with his helmet?
Myles Garrett, beat his. You know why he beat him up?
Yeah, he called him a really, really poor
bad word.
Well,
and I don't condone that. And I say a lot of stuff to people. I say a lot. I say anything to anybody. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
And he can, but I don't say that.
I have a really, really terrible mouth, not on camera, and I try not in front of the kids, but it still happens. But that is a word that's not even close to the vocabulary.
Can't say that. I hope Swift can stay healthy. I saw Ryan Cape's comment back here.
Me too.
I do because I like that guy, and I think with Jamal Williams in the backfield next to him, I think he can. And Jamal Williams came in lighter, heavier, like stronger, thicker, but not more muscle. And he's the ground and pound guy. He's the short yardage guy. He's the guy you give him the ball to when it's 4th and 1. Swift
down back.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But Swift though, he's the guy that he can come in he can mess around and catch the ball out of the outfield, out of the backfield, out of the backfield. So I like that guy. Then you got Amon St. Brown, 2nd year wide receiver. That guy flew under the radar last year. Nobody talks about him, and they should. And then the guy they got from Alabama, who won't even play for 6 weeks, Jamison Williams, he's as fast as Tyreek Wilson. Okay? And that boy can catch. So just give it some time, and we could be okay.
All right. Well,
real quick. Who's Tyreek Wilson? Who's Tyreek Wilson?
Oh, Tyreek? He's from Philly. He he came up with the strategy of Phillies lose on Fridays.
No, he
Or-
just.
Oh,
no,
I
he
was
just
thinking.
he just said
I was thinking Tyreek Wilson, not Tyreek Wilson. Tyreek Wilson. I just saw him in the chat.
cheetah.
He's in the chat.
The cheetah I was thinking of from Kansas City. What's
Yeah,
his name?
okay, that's what I thought so. Because I was like, who the? I was really.
My bad.
I
Yeah,
was telling
I'm
myself-
reading comments and their names all go together.
It happens. It happens. All right. So we do have to wrap some things up. Oh, shoot. I just hit a weird button and my whole screen went funny. There we go. We do need to wrap some things up. But Cam, over at picksandparlays.net, how things been going on over there? You guys can buy his premium plays at the site. It's right here. And use that promo code NFL. He also writes a ton of articles for the site if you're looking for some knowledge. Tell the people what you're all about, friend.
Yeah, it's going. It's still baseball. But that's during the week now. We are posting preseason football on the weekends, and we are so close to the real deal kickoffs. College football is coming. Everything is picking up, but we've gotten through that rough patch. We're doing well. We had a bad beat last night, but it's going pretty well. We're 6-2 since Friday, I think.
Oh, wow.
So yeah,
Rock and roll.
everything's going pretty good, and week 0 of college football is literally right around the corner.
Beautiful. I cannot wait. Yeah, college football, August the 5th. Well, Thursday, September 1st, but it's got, why is it saying that? It's just September 5th. Okay. Thursday, September 1st. That's our day 1, right? That's what I thought.
Okay. We're coming.
We're right around the corner, baby.
It's
Okay, so guys, check out Cam Ross at picksandparlays.net. Like I said, use that promo code NFL. That's going to save 20% off whatever you buy from Cam. Get in there, get a winner in your pocket, and start making some cash. Thank you so much for coming by, Cam. We love you.
Of course. Good luck, everybody.
Good luck. All right, guys. So that just about does it. Matt Drake, if you're still in here, the last Woody standing starts on Mondays. I don't know if you know that or not, because I don't see you in there unless I just scanned by him. You did? Okay. I'm taking Matt Drake's pick with the Rockies over 7.5. Also, as my as my Woody.
Okay.
And then I think I want to take the Braves and I don't know what
I took what did I take for handicap 10? I'm taking the Astros and the Brewers.
Astros is on a run line, right?
No. I got it.
It's the White Sox. Yeah, that makes sense. I was just thinking
-1.
Verlander.
Oh no, I took Astros first 5 and Brewers money line. And I'm stealing the Brewers from Tim and Verlander's pitching, and that's why I'm taking the first 5. So that's my theory on my handicap 10 picks. Take them for a leave it.
All right. I think I'm gonna go Astros.
Ricky, I need a last Woody pick from you too. There's a lot of people that put those stuff in. I wonder if I missed anybody.
Astros first 5 money line and the Braves maybe. I don't know. I got to think about it. I'm not ready yet. I will text you.
Don't force it.
Yeah, I know. I've noticed that. I don't need to make those picks right now. I don't need to. I can take my time. August 27th, Nebraska versus Wisconsin. We'll get into all this. We are definitely going to be doing some college football. Rossman is a really big college football guy, so he's going to come back on and give us some info. Also, guys, if you haven't already checked out BetMGM Sportsbook, download it on your phone. Use that promo code MORNING. Get you up to $1,000 and a risk-free first bet for all new accounts. This isn't going to be around much longer, so make sure that you guys take advantage of it while you can. Like, subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. That just about does it for us here on Morning Wood. We'll be back tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern. Everybody head over to Just Parlays right now with Chris King, 2 p.m. Eastern. 3 p.m. we've got the Power Hour, the Picks and Parlays Power Hour. We're talking a lot of football, Canadian football, NFL football. That's National Football League football.
We're talking.
It's very ridiculous.
Seahawks over under, Wyoming, Illinois, college football, Pac-12, Chicago, Seattle, week 2 preseason, Canadian football, Edmonton, Ottawa, and week 2, Carolina, New England.
Boom. 3
That's what we're
o'clock.
talking.
I'll be there. You should be there too. 3 p.m. Eastern.
Take notes.
4 o'clock, Sean Miller's soccer show, and then 5 o'clock is game time decision, 5 Eastern with Lenny and the twins. So y'all keep it together. We've got to. I was supposed to do Total Chaos last night. My freaking internet kept kicking me off, and then I realized that like
It stormed by you. It stormed last night about like 10 o'clock here.
intense.
Bad.
Well, it turned out that one of my it was. I'm assuming it was a cat or a kid. My stuff wasn't properly assembled. I'm guessing it was a cat or a kid who messed it up, but I got it all
Could be
sorted
both.
out.
Could be
Yeah,
either
could be
or.
both. Who knows?
Could go
I did
either
get
way.
it sorted out, but there will be a Total Chaos tonight. Is what I'm getting at here. Yeah, Ross.
Hey, I can't do chaos on Thursday.
Okay, Can you do it Wednesday?
I'll be chipmunk face. Yeah, I can do.
Oh,
Wednesday.
today would be the day because today's Reichel and Steen are on, and you would technically need to rematch Reichel because you tied him, and they're Tuesdays. I don't know if you
I
want
mean,
to.
if they want an ass whooping, I don't know.
It's going to be at 7 Eastern, which is 4 our time.
Pencil me in. I'm probably in. I
Okay.
gotta check. I gotta call Mandy, who's not on site right now,
Okay.
and make sure I'm not picking up children from anywhere.
Right. Yeah, I get him at 3. We used to do it at 3. Now we do it at 4 because I have to go at 3 and grab him.
Yeah.
So yeah. Okay. I will send out the games. You guys have a great day. Good luck, everybody. Unless you need a nap. Unless you're against Lenny.
Fair.
Go take a nap. Everybody, right now. Let's all do it. Squad nap.
All right, but be back for Power Hour. Peace.
Yeah, at 3 p.m. Eastern. Don't forget about that.